Hey everyone, how are you today? Today we are working in the Traveler's Notebook, my second one that I'm using for the book of Psalms. And we are starting on Psalm 34 today. I have started using a totally different pack of Project Life cards, and these I got in a swap from someone back in 2014, and I really like these cards, and you'll see why as it goes on, because it really it like talks about like currently or for the record, or you are here. It's kind of like when you're talking about scripture, they're just like good little tidbits of a saying that definitely work well with this psalm. I also pulled out these stamps. They at one time were all, it was one set. It came all together, right? And I cut it apart because I wanted the separate stamps. And I'm going to use this one, I think, today, and it has the flower background. But these are great just background stamps just to get extra visual texture onto the back of your page. So I'm going to use that as long as I can remember. Sometimes I get through things and I'm like, oops, I forgot to use that. And I did pull out my art ingredients, my Prima mica powder in black cherry, and I also have my perfect pearls in perfect copper. I thought that those two colors would be really good with this collection that I'm using. So I have it separated with the Project Life cards. So this is pretty amazing, everybody. Look at this collection. Let me move the card. So it's from Pink Paisley. It's called the Auburn Lane Collection. And not only does it have gold, but it has vellum pieces. See the vellum? That's vellum with the print on top of it. So you get these gorgeous die cuts. Look at that, black and white, or black, gray, and white, right? So very neutral, yet they have the beautiful colors as well. So I was like, once I really opened this and looked at it, I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Look at those gorgeous vellum pieces. So I'll probably save those for another page, the vellum pieces, because I think I'm gonna kind of have to do like a black and white page with those. But look at how pretty. So with the leaves as well, there's the vellum with the gold, and there's the vellum with the black, and then all of the pretty different pieces of leaves. Gorgeous. All right, let me put that up here because I'm going to have to pick through these because I want to use this collection on these two pages. And then the bigger flowers are right here. And it's the same thing, right? So this is like a little cluster of flowers. It is the black on the vellum. I can't say enough about how gorgeous this is. There is a whole collection of the Auburn Lane, and again, it's made by Pink Paisley. So if you're a scrapbooker or whatever, like look at this, like look at that. I mean, that's a page in itself, right? It gives you so many different, variations and everything. I like that a lot. So anyway, so that's that, and I did get it from By the Well for God, and it was $4.99, and I know she has several pieces. Okay, so I have Psalm 34, and verse 1 is, I will praise the Lord at all times. I will constantly speak his praises. Verse 2 reads, I will boast only in the Lord. Let all who are discouraged take heart. verse 3, come let us tell of the Lord's greatness. Let us exalt his name together. And I just thought that that was like so awesome to do that particular, those verses with you guys. I just thought it was pretty amazing to do this together. So I have my mica powder, the Prima, and this one has like, you know, like the shaker top on it. Now, I hope I don't regret doing it on a flat surface like this. I really should have like a little palette, you know, with the little cup thingies in it, but I don't. And I figured, well, I'm just gonna do it on my acrylic block that, that I use to put certain different mediums on, because I'm going to spray these with water, right? So these are pigment colors, and I'm going to get water on them. I'm going to move my journal. Since this is really the first that I'm doing this, we'll do it together. Well, I mean, I've used these before, but not quite in this way. So I want to get them wet, and we'll mix them up, and we're going to use them. All right. I don't need that big of a paintbrush. I'm looking for a paintbrush that will be good. And I see it, and I get it. Ah, I got it. Okay, I'm actually going to bring my water over here as well. I'm going to wet my brush to get it extra wet, and that's perfect. All right, I'm going to start with this color. I won't even mix the other color yet. Let me use this let me use this color, and then I will do the other color. So let's see how this works, and let's see how it reacts on this paper. So you know that I love the like the watercolor look, and I'm actually adding more water to this. I'm going to take this little paper clip out from the page before, because I want this to be very wet. So I just added even a little bit more water. It dries very quickly, very, very, very quickly. It is very dark, I want to say. And I think I'm just going to continue right across and go right onto this page, and you can see the difference now that I added so much water to it. And this is just about getting the color, let me pick this up, onto the page. And you know, if you like it to have like a very like not so swooshy kind of look, there's a word for you, swooshy. Not so much of a swooshy kind of look, but more just solid and plain. That's fine. I happen to like swooshy looks. And that's why I like the watercolor so much. All right, you know what? That's good. So, and I actually used all that I put on here. So I put a little bit of water on my brush, and now this is the perfect pearl. So this one is the Prima, this one is the perfect pearls. And and this is a bronze color. You know what, I want it even a little bit wetter. I'm gonna pull in a little bit more water. So when I picked out these colors, because I have quite an assortment of different micas and different pigment powders. So I was looking at the collection of the Auburn Lane, and you know, just making sure that what I selected will go with those flowers. And I think that it's gonna look gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Now I could have went with gold and used some of the gold pieces, but I don't know that I'm gonna go with the gold pieces, the die cut pieces just yet. I don't know. I just may hoard them. Right? Because they're so beautiful. Isn't that what we do? It's like you can't get yourself to use them because they're so pretty. All right, that's it. So again, really good. I used really pretty much everything from that. I mean, there was very little left. Very little. I'm just going to wipe that off. And again, that's just an acrylic block that I like to use to mix things on. Now this top is it's like dry. It is dry. So this mica powder from Prima, it's part of their art ingredients line. Dried very, very, very quick. And so is the Perfect Pearls. The Perfect Pearls is also drying really quick, even though I put a ton of water. And you can see, so the back of it up here is a little bit wet, but the color did not come through. It did not at all come through. Let's look at the previous page. No, it's fine. I'm sure it's a little bit wet under there, so I'm just gonna make sure, and it'll dry over time anyway. All right, so now we have, I'm thinking maybe I want them to look similar. I want these two pages to look similar. Not exact, but similar. So I'm gonna start with the bigger die cuts. I'm gonna take the black and white and gray ones and put those to the side because I know I'm not gonna use them. Now, I could definitely be using that because I like, or should I save that for the black and white? I'm gonna save that for the black and white page that I'm gonna eventually do. So, let's see. Oh, I just love that gold. Oh my gosh. I love that gold. See, I'm getting ready to hoard it. Did you see me? I went to put it to the side because I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't use it. It's too beautiful. It's too beautiful. And when I did this particular verse on here, I left this bottom empty on purpose because I figured I could put something there. And this says, this is what life looks like. And it's so true. I will praise the Lord at all times. I will constantly speak his praises. Oh, I love it. This is what life looks like. Yes, it does. All right, so I think I'm going to pull in this flower somehow here because I like that color against the other two colors. And we can put that up there. And we have, whoops, that little flower. I can't forget about this page. Now see, if I put that there, it almost matches that background too much, almost. So let's see, I can go with something lighter up there. I know you hear cars going down my road. I have my windows wide open. I'm feeling like I need like a little cluster of sorts up here. So let's see what I can pull in here. And let's see if I can pull in some of the leaves and the stems. See, I'm not going to use the gold. I'm hoarding it. Do you see that I'm hoarding it? Oh my goodness. And I'm also hoarding the black vellum too. I am. Make me use it, everybody. Make me use it. All right. I think I'm going to try to get that little piece down there somewhere. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Let me kind of work with what I have and see if I can get the placement the way that I want it. And like I can stick in the leaves like anywhere, right? So if I have a cluster up there, I can stick the leaves in. All right, so I have an idea, right? It's just an idea. It's not exact, but we're going to start with getting the cards down. So what I did notice is I can put this up a little higher and I can put this down a little lower, and that's what I'm going to do. Just by the virtue of the way that the flowers laid on there, that's why I'm saying that. All right. Now, what the heck did I do with my little papers? Here we go. And let's get these down. So tell me, if you are also working in Psalms, what verse are you working on? Let me know. I'll be curious to know what you are doing. Definitely. Definitely, definitely. Alrighty, and let's get this one down. And even though I've been doing my Project Life cards vertically, you are going to start seeing some horizontally. Because I already know what I'm going to do for the next 2 pages. All right, look at how gorgeous that is. Oh my gosh, that powder behind it is amazing. Just amazing. So I do know that I want this up here, and I'm going to do that next. I have something similar to this hanging over my doorway in my kitchen into my living room. It looks so much like that. All right, those are going to go over there. So these, I wanted somehow down here, and I don't know that I actually... I guess I'm going to have like a little cluster. You know, I'm just going to go for it, and in hopes that once I have these down, I'm going to add those leaves and maybe another little flower or two to make it a pretty cluster. So I'm going to go off the edge just a little bit down here, turn it to where I like it. And just get that down. Look at how pretty. Isn't that gorgeous? So, you know, use all of your different collections. Don't just stick with, you know, something that is necessarily Bible based. You don't have to. You can, but you don't have to. All right, so if that's there, and I'm thinking of maybe just a little bit of overlap going on here. I'm not going to push that down just yet because I want to see if I can get some leaves in here. I like that. I need one more little short one. Oh, this is a nice little short one. That's perfect. I don't want to cover up the words. All right, isn't that a cute little cluster? I like it. Now I need to get it down. That's going to be the trick, to get this down the way I want it. You know what? I actually have some glue on my finger, and I think I'm just going to use that and just kind of get it on there. All right, so let me get this little flower down. Oh my goodness, that's the garbage truck that you hear. That's what that racket is. All right. Oh, I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. Now I'm gonna push it all down with my paper towel. Sorry, he's right out my window. And by the way, everybody, yesterday I cleaned my garage and a whole bunch of stuff went out and they picked it up this morning. I feel so accomplished. Yes, this is what I do on my vacation. I clean and that kind of stuff. But you know what? And I drive Madison around, my granddaughter. But that's really why I took off, was to drive her around, like to Vacation Bible School and to camp and that kind of stuff. All right, so that I like very, very much. So let me show you that. I hope you can see it okay. I can't see the camera for whatever reason, but all right, let's work on this side. So this side, we know that we wanted another cluster up top. Now I like putting this really light color one up there because it looks really, really nice against that background. I actually kind of like that. You know, I'm not super picky. You guys know that by now. I am not super picky. Let's get some adhesive on here and let's get these down. We'll add in some of the leaves. I find this to be very fun to do. You know, it's not creating like with paint, like drawing faces, that kind of stuff. But it is, it's very pleasing to the eye. You want it to look like just right? You have an idea in your head what you want. And I love that. I love to work on these pages. Now I'm not pushing them down real hard. I love to work on these pages and just the placement of the die cuts. I so much enjoy that. I just love it. And I really like that they gave you so many different leaves and there's so many different colors and some are short and some are long. Wow, they really did a nice job with that. All right. This one's a really long one, but that's okay because I have the space up there. This one's gorgeous because it has that same color as this flower. Okay, I like that. I'm gonna get these down. Because I do like them. All right. I'm just gonna put some, I'm sorry if you can't see, all I'm doing is putting down some adhesive. This one I want to stick in there just a little bit. And I just want to make sure I have enough adhesive. So I don't know if you're noticing this too, but the mica, the pigment powders, is coming up with this glue. You can even see it on my glue stick. I'm going to actually wipe that off. So it obviously does react with water, which makes sense since that's how I put it down, was with water. So just be careful of that if you're using your powders. So I did get a little bit here, don't know that I want that there, and it does wipe up. It leaves a little bit of a shadow, but that looks good. All right, I'm happy with that. I'm gonna leave that little cluster. Do I want one more little leaf somewhere? I don't think so. I think I like it just the way it is. All right. So I can still see the scripture verse number up here, or the psalm, I should say, Psalm 34. I can still see that. Sorry if you see my head. I'm trying to get to my water. All right. All right. I just need to make sure everything is down. Now, what are we going to do now? Because I think that's it for the die cuts. So this is not a lot of die cuts for me. Right? But I don't want to, you know, I think it's just enough. I think it's just enough. Okay. So now we're going to come in. I need some sort of a pen. Maybe I'll use my Zig Writer. I'm thinking, I don't know. No, I don't think I want my Zig Writer. I think I want to use my little Pitt pens. And this is not sticking really well. Let me get this down. I feel like I need to put something. Yeah, look at that. It came right up. Isn't that funny? I'm going to put a little extra of the adhesive on the top just to make sure that these are stuck down. Even this one up here seems to be coming off a little bit. Why is that? Oh, you know why? I know why. Because it's harder to stick on this background. It's the background that's doing it. Interesting. Okay, so make note, everybody. If you're using these pigment powders, put extra adhesive. Even a little bit on top is a good thing. Well, we just learned that together. All right, so let me grab, I think I'm going to grab my fine, no, I'm going to go with my Pitt pens. I really want to make sure, you know, I may have to, I don't think so, I may have to even get a little bit of matte medium down on here to hold everything in place. But I don't want to do that, but I could, but I don't want to, because I don't want to do that on every page. I think it's just a matter of using more adhesive. So put a lot of adhesive, and maybe even a glue stick isn't good enough, but I can see where I put the glue stick on top that it looks good. It's not popping up like it was. You might want to use more of a wet adhesive on, oh, see, this one's coming up. A more wet adhesive on this powdered pigment, because that might work even better. All right, well, we're all learning this together. We're all learning this together. Okay. All right, so now let's see. I want to go ahead and pull out certain words. I know what I want to put over here. I'm going to put over here, constantly speak his praises. That's what I'm going to put over here. And so I need something that's going to show up really well on this background, because the background is definitely very pigmented. And I'm thinking if I should just go with black. What do you think? I'm thinking I'm just going to go with my black Pitt pen. And this is the brush tip. And, you know, I can put all these together. And it's the smaller one. I don't know what size this is really called, but it's the smaller one. I don't think at this point I'm going to outline any of this. But I am going to go like dot, dot, dot. So dot, dot, dot. constantly. Speak. And I'm going to write the word speak in big letters because that's kind of right. That's like the verb, right? It's what we're supposed to actually do. Constantly speak his praises. Oh, I like that. I like that. I like the way that that looks. Oh, I like that a lot. Now I'm thinking, now that I see that down there, I'm going to go ahead and do an outline up here of this flower because I feel like it was getting a little bit lost up at the top here. Now this is a brush tip, so it's not like a super fine tip. I probably could have gone in with a little bit finer tip. Oh yes, 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 yes. And I'm going to go around the card, the Project Life card. Now I'm not doing any smearing like I, often like to do. I'll put a nice thick border around this. I think that will look pretty. I like that. I think that page is done. So let's work on this page. I guess I'll keep with the same pen. So this is the black and it's the narrow. I don't know if this is called fine tip. I don't know what it's called. But I'm also going to make this one have a nice heavy border around it. Nice. I think I have to outline these flowers here, and that's because like this is on top of white, and I think that that's okay, but these are getting a little bit lost in this pigment up here, and part of it is because some of the pigment actually came onto the leaves and the flowers, so it makes it even just kind of get lost a little bit more. Now, I really want to use a thinner pen on this, but since I use this over here, I'm going to continue with it. I think that this might be a little too heavy for over here, but I'm going to go with it. And I think that this is going to be good for these flowers and the leaves. And it's nice to see that everything is sticking now. So if you need to, just put a little adhesive over the top of your die cut on this type of background so that it sticks. And if there's a little piece that comes up, a little end, like right here, there's like a little end, I don't really care about that. That's okay. It's not going to go anywhere. I'm not like afraid it's going to come off. All right, so I'm going to kind of look at that. Like, so do I want to leave it to where the inside does not have a border? I think I need to add the border on the inside too. Whoop. I went right over that leaf. Whoop. Oh, I like it. 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 I think I'm going to leave it just like that. All right. Now, I want to write something on this side. It says, I will boast only in the Lord. Let all who are discouraged take heart. take heart, right? Let's write take heart. Take heart. Okay. Come, let us tell of the Lord's greatness. Let us exalt his name together. I have to write boast, tell, and exalt. Those are the words that I have to write here. Because I'm going to write exalt over here in very boxy letters. Oh, that's supposed to be now. Ooh, we're going to throw that in there. Did you guys see that? Ooh, that was bad. Ooh. And we will write boast. I'm also going to put it in boxy letters. And this time I'm going to try to spell the word properly. B-O-A-S-T. Exalt, boast. And I'm going to write tell. I think I'm going to keep it even like this. Tell. All right. Exalt, boast, tell, come. I have to add that word come on here somewhere. Come, let us tell of the Lord's greatness. I actually think I'm going to write Lord's greatness over here. Lord's greatness. And I'm going to go this way. Come. All right, I like that. I feel like I need something over here. I'm not sure what that is. Now that shouldn't be bothering me considering I have so much left over here. So maybe I just need to leave it and call it done. Oh, that was fun. That was a lot of fun. I totally enjoyed using the pigment powders, and I'm going to continue using them in this traveler's notebook. Let me hold this up for you. I'll go really slow. Well, let me do page by page. And I'm also going to use my pearl paints that I have from Gansai Tambi. And I hope that you like this. This is different, isn't it? So this is going to be a very different traveler's notebook. It's not the bright colors, at least not yet. At least not yet. So let me know if you have any questions. Thank you so much for being here with me. I would love to have you subscribe if you would like to, and have a blessed day. Bye-bye.